Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is what we got going on for May 19, 2023. If you'd like to make a purchase, you can go ahead and do so at tarotbarbiecom. I got crystal sage incense, personal readings, and much more. Let's get it, Virgos. Coming in with the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. It looks like a lot of you guys come from like some sort of royalty background, king background, queen background. You guys come from very, very high royalty. Some of you guys are also maybe living like princesses here from what I'm seeing with the High Priestess, King of Pentacles. A lot of you guys, Virgos, may be coming in as somebody who it was a princess, or you come from king royalty. And I'm picking up a lot of ancient energy into this energy. Like in this reading, I'm picking up a lot of ancient energy. Like a lot of ancient energy. Like back in the day. Like back in the day. Back in the day. Right? And you guys are just absolutely stunning and beautiful. High Priestess energy, King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. There was just so much stuff going on at those times. It looks like there was a lot of stuff going on. A lot of you guys really do come from royalty background. Like a lot of you guys are living like that royalty lifestyle, or you know, you do yourself up, or you have that presence about you which just screams royalty, princess energy, queen energy, king energy. But a lot of you guys may have had a father who was definitely a king of Pentacles. This is somebody who made a ton of money, who was like for their gold, like everything was just gold. They didn't really have money those days. Everything was just gold. And with that gold, they were able to afford absolutely everything. Who's King George? I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's like it's almost like okay, the King of Pentacles to the High Priestess. It's like you guys were doing the divination work. Like you guys were doing your thing, the rituals, the whole entire nine. You had this whole entire palace for yourself. Really like running shit back in the day from what I'm seeing. And then there was the other people who were just not happy about it. People who are like evil, people who are hateful, people who are jealous of your shine, right? Because you're the High Priestess to the King of Pentacles. Like you're the priestess energy, that's princess energy, and then the king of Pentacles energy, that's king energy, right? And the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who like, this could have also been like the wife from what I'm seeing. King of Pentacles in reverse, Virgos, right? Who tried to find ways to maybe talk to other people. Fool card and the World card. Oh, this is a Queen of Pentacles who was very evil, who did whatever they had to do. They said steal gold. So this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Fool card, and the World card. This one went and they found ways with the Page of Pentacles to just like be zero, the Fool, to go and steal the gold, and they were successful at it. And then shit started going sideways. It's like the moment that they came and they stole that gold, it's like everything went sideways with the Four of Wands to the Page of Cups. This is totally ancient energy. Totally ancient. It's so cute. Four of Wands, Page of Cups. Right? And let me tell you, they did everything they can to start WAR in those times. I do believe a lot of you guys come from that time. Like, a lot of you guys do come from that time. Like, some of you guys are going to, like, get into the energy of this reading, and you guys are going to be like, damn, why does that kind of feel like your soul's going to remember in some sort of way? Seven of Swords in reverse, Justice card. And they hated the fact it was like archaeology. They hated the fact that people were sitting there talking about like your kingdom. They're just mad energy. Like your energy is all divine feminine, divine masculine, riches, divination, worshiping the gods and the goddesses, the planets, the solar system, the galaxy. And then it's like the middle energy is like the evil. Everyone's in reverse. The king is in reverse. The Empire. The Queen of Pentacles is also in reverse. And what they didn't like was, they didn't like that you guys were connected to the solar system. They didn't like that you were connected to the planets. And all they did was like trying to throw parties all the time. They put on their nice gala. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. I got the princes here. This is a fun reading. This is so cute. But this King of Wands in reverse to the Moon card, he hated it. He hated that, this King of Pentacles of the High Priestess was of the light and of divination of like white. You know what I mean? And then this King of Wands in reverse to the Moon card was absolutely deceptive. Was a haterade. was always angry and mean and vicious and always wanted to start WAR with everybody. No, that's my land. I'm going to come and take that from you. And I'm going to take this from you. And I'm going to take that from you. Right? And it's because they were never successful at anything that they did. They didn't have any money. Their grass wasn't greener on their side. It was all dried up and everything. Like they tried to make like some sort of sneak attack here, but it's like what's crazy is that because it's like Saturn energy, Justice energy, Seven of Swords in reverse. It's like they were so mad about the power that you guys may have carried in a past life. Like they were mad at your power. They were mad that you guys come from these really powerful, strong energies. You guys were really powerful. The gods and the goddesses were really powerful energies. And you guys always claimed justice. Like, the justice system was here. And they didn't like that. Like, they didn't like that. They didn't want people of the... They didn't want people of the magician. They didn't want people of the jurisdiction. They didn't want people of any magic, any archaeology. They didn't like that. They're like, no, we need justice. We need justice for the high priestess. We need justice for what the high priestesses are doing, the kings are doing. They didn't like that there was white divination. They didn't like that at all, Virgos. These people were working out of the evilness with the King of Wands in reverse with the Moon card. Yeah. That's where their soul comes from. So then they would end up making a sentence with the Tower card being on the bottom of the deck. Oh. I'm getting like that. I'm getting the past life reading. They're saying like a persecution or persecution and inquisition. So it's like you guys have to go into hiding because you guys know that if you guys were priestesses or priests, or they would hurt you, they would harm you. Five of Swords, yo. These people were mad. They were jealous. They always wanted to start WAR. They wanted to attack. Five of Swords, right? It was messed up. They wanted to take your kingdom away from you with the Ten of Pentacles. They didn't want you to have nothing. They didn't want you to be a princess. They didn't want you to be a king. They didn't want you to be a priestess or a priest. They didn't want you to hold these temples and these sanctuaries. That's what they didn't want. They wanted the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They didn't want these holy, sacred places. They didn't want that. This King of Wands, whoever this King of Wands would have been in an ancient lifetime, who didn't want these sacred places, he caused a lot of destruction to destroy it. And they were feasting and they were happy because they managed to do it. And they sentenced it. They sentenced it. Meaning they oh my God. Like the kings and queens, like they were going on a rampage. It's like anybody who is doing magic, priestess energy, priest energy, anybody who is king energy, queen energy, they were coming literally, like the evilness was literally taking over and coming in and like hurting and harming every single one of these people. It's the justice in reverse. It's the judgment in reverse. Like that's them making a sentence. Like, we sentence you to. We sentence you to this. We sentence you to that. We sentence you to the chambers. We sentence you to the rope. This type of shit, Virgos. You guys were friggin' like royalty energy. Nine of Pentacles. You guys are still looking beautiful as day or handsome as day. Successful energy. Loving energy. Praising energy. Like this was ancient times. The Wheel of Fortune, absolutely ancient times. Ancient times, 100%. Okay? You were successful. You were connected to divination. You are earth. You were loving and kind and caring, and everybody loved you. Look at the outfit that you guys would have worn in a past life. You see that? That's literally princess energy. And all they did was want to party and get what they wanted with the Ten of Cups. So all the gods and goddesses are legitimately like, from this side, like they're angels. Like all the gods and goddesses are like literally angels now. Temperance card. Like these are beautiful divination of angels, of love, star energy. Like some of you guys come from the Seven Sisters. You know, like you guys are Seven Sisters with the star card. And everything that you guys may have done in a past life, you guys are still connecting everything to the galaxy, to the space, to the stars. Like a lot of you guys are always looking up at the sky. Like, oh, is that a satellite? Is that a star? Is that a planet? Is that Venus? The reason why you guys are always looking up is because that's where you guys come from. You guys come from the galaxy. You guys come from that area. That's where you guys literally come from, Virgos. You come from there. You were blessed. So with this energy of the Ace of Cups star card and the Temperance card, it's like you guys were blessed for fortune, for fame, for prosperity, for success, for the star energy. Because a lot of you guys may come from galactic and also pleated energy too. And you are always going to be blessed no matter what area you go into or what type of reincarnation. You guys will always have that star energy on you guys. And what ended up happening is because these people didn't want the magic, they didn't want the archaeology, they didn't want the... Is something flooding? Like, they're talking about how the... What is that word? What did you just say to me? What? Say it again. I don't know what the word is, but I'm going to say the word, and then you guys are going to have to figure out that word afterward. Euphrates River. E-U-P, they're spelling E-U-P-H-A-R-T-E-S. River. Did water come on it? All right. So I guess it was like dried up for such a long time, Virgos, and now all of a sudden there's like river, there's water there, or there's gonna be water there. They're saying that with the Hermit card to the Two of Swords, like they didn't want people to know this. They didn't want people to know that everything is actually connected to the stars, that everything is actually connected to divination, that everything is connected to Jupiter, Venus. Like they don't really want us to know. Like it seems like they did everything they can to hide that from you, especially with the moon energy to there, like to the Two of Swords. And they made these really stupid rules and these laws about these planets and the moon and the sun and everything. And some of them don't even really make sense. They said scripture, like they said that they lied in the scripture. They lied about a lot of things about the scripture. And I don't even know what that means. It's like they're lying about things that are in the scripture. They're lying about things that are not true. So they're saying some is true, but not everything is true. They're trying to hide it from you. Don't press me on it, Virgos. I'm getting tired. Alright. Anyways, you guys come from royalty. At the bottom of the deck, they destroyed it. They tried to destroy people's castles, you know. They did everything they can to bring an ending, to destroy the gods and the goddesses. And they came in with their white horses, and then they tried to come in and cause so much horrific energies. There was like piles and piles of bodies from the WAR that they caused back in the day. They went through every single cup that you can possibly think of to find a way to destroy this empire. Alexander the Great is also here. Macedonia is also here. Six of Cups. Past life energy. And a lot of you guys might be wondering and curious about what happened in your past life anyway. A lot of you guys were kings and queens. And you had to do everything you can to protect your kingdom. Like that's you. You see that? Like the Four of Pentacles. It's like you're sitting there protecting your gold, protecting your possessions, protecting your land, protecting everything you guys can possibly protect. That's your kingdom. Your kingdom is right there, Virgos. You see all them? You see all that? Those castles and that would have been your kingdom. And you had to send out your army to stand outside the kingdom to protect that. Because they was coming after you on that night energy to come in to take it. And then you guys may have tried to sit down as a conference meeting inside the castle. Knock, knock, knock. We want to talk to the king. We want to have a conference meeting. We want to talk about what's going on. And this king was very, very strong. There's a lot of kings here. And it seems like all the kings are coming in from like different areas. Like, I don't know. Greece, Macedonia, a United Kingdom. Ireland. Like, oh my God. All the kings are here. Two of Pentacles. And it's just like, no, you guys just kept going back and forth with some shit. Like, not email. It's like putting a letter on a bird and the bird goes and does its thing. Right? They're showing me feathers here. And they tried to come up with a proper deal. It's like what they wanted they wanted the wand. They wanted the power. And the gods and goddesses were not having it at all. It's a Chariot card. It's like, we're going to send you our army then. If you're not going to give us the power, we're going to send you our army. And you and the bod ones that you guys and goddesses and gods are like, okay, do it. Do it. Just freaking do it. Because they was going to try and come and take everything from you. Right? It's like, it was like a seize and then thing after. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. So, it was like a seize. Like, everybody was like just stuck at this moment. Just stagnated energy. Trying to find the enlightenment of like the reason why all of this has actually happened. And realistically, it's like this person, they just wanted the success. I do believe that a land was taken away from somebody, which caused like the Great Depression with the Five of Cups. And then it's like comes in the first queen comes in. Because I guess back then it was like all king energy, rarely any queens. More like king energy. And if the queens were the queens were in, like in the back. There's one queen here who was very loving and very beautiful. She always gave and gave. She always gave to the needy. She always helped out. She always did what she needed to do to bring justice to those that didn't have a whole lot. Those that were cultivation. And then they're saying communism with the Six of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. To the Lover's card. Very beautiful person who tried to make things right. And they may have even traveled on boats and everything like this to go from one country to the other to make things right with other queens and other princesses and other priestesses and priests. Right? It's like the energy starts to shift now. So they're trying to make deals and find ways to make things right with the Knight of Pentacles Emperor card. And they had to go with this standing ovation. I don't know what that means. You know me, Virgos. I don't know. Standing ovation. Google it. All right? Standing ovation on the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Standing ovation on the Hierophant. And they were battling left, right, and center. Oh my goodness. Look at all the battlefield. Look at the battlefield, Virgos. Ooh, was it ever toxic? Throwing their bow and arrows back and forth. The fighting. The drama. The chaos. Chaining people up. Keeping them captive. Hurting them. Like, some of you guys may honestly have, like, some of you guys may have, like lines on your neck and stuff like that. Because some of you guys may have got, right? Because that's what they would have done. They would have captivated you guys. Took you guys into hostage. Harmed you. Hurt you. Stripped you naked and friggin' beat you. Yes, Virgos. Like really, really badly. I think those times of days, like they were ruthless. Like they was ruthless with how they friggin' hurt and harmed people. And a lot of you guys don't forget what people have done to you. Like, you know. You're like, why are you coming after me so hard for in this life? Why are you bothering me? Especially for the ones who like have gone through like abuse and shit. It's like you wonder, like, where do your abusers come from? Yo, I think this is it. Oh my God. And they tried to control you and press you. But you guys came out like even much more stronger. Like the White of the Divination came out way stronger. And the losers became the losers. Five of Pentacles. There was so much suffering, so much poverty. And then it looks like a pandemic broke loose. Five of Pentacles? What year is this one in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could have been back in like the year 500 BC, Virgos. And they tried to make their peace with the prince. The Prince is the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Swords, they tried to come and make commands and tried to make judgment on the ones that were with the Four of Swords. Like, what do we do with all this? Look how many you guys have taken out. Look at the battlefield. All for what? 8 of Swords. Oh my God. Poor people. So much entrapment, so much jail, so much bullshit, so much prosecution, so much cultivation, so much testament, so much reincarnation, so much princess king energy, so much archaeology energy, so much BC energy, before century, so much gods, so much goddesses, and so much pain, and so much WAR. All because they wanted the land. They wanted the land to be their land, and they had to attach one land to be that land, so that way they can bring 2 lands together and make it one land. There was a lot of jail. There was a lot of like imprisonment here. There was a lot of problems. And then everybody stopped trusting everybody. Everyone's like, no, we don't trust nothing. But you guys were like ready to take on battle, because it's not one. It's like, I will take on my opponent. If you come to this area, step into the territory and watch what we will do to you. And these people here, they were still wounded, and they were still fighting the battles. They was wounded, and they was still fighting battles. That's why a lot of you guys are fighters. A lot of you guys are warrior energy. Because you guys come from these times. 10 of Swords. And they thought that they were going to come in and destroy you, hurt you, and harm you, and attack, and whoop, and friggin' use their swords to go and cause like really like a WAR. Like, this is real shit. But you guys, as much as like these, like your soul, I'm talking to your souls right now, Virgos. It's the 9 of Wands, right? It's like you were wounded and you were still fighting the battles. And these ones here, they were coming to destroy. They were coming to end you. Because the 10 of Swords. That's the bat. How many jukes are you supposed to take with the sword before you're done? 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Great, like, so much. Like, people couldn't even sleep properly. All they wanted to do was get away from this area. They wanted to get away from this land. They're like, oh, this is too much. How come there's all of a sudden so much WAR? How come everyone's trying to steal your land? How come everybody wants to steal your gold? They just kept saying Alexander the Great. It was Alexander the Great. He was the one that did it. Alexander the Great. And you all tried to find ways to make moves. 3 of Wands to move forward. 4 of Cups. But some people got rejected in certain areas. Like, can we come and be on your land? They're like, no, sorry, you can't be on this land. And then eventually they were like, yo, give us the friggin' land. We got money. Let us be on your land. Ace of Pentacles. And this beautiful Queen of Cups was like, okay, fine. Since you're bringing me so much gold, fine, come onto the land. It caused a lot of pain. But after all the pain and the depression and the sadness came, because there was so much pain, it's like this Queen of Cups was the one that was able to create and make peace. Because it's like they forced themselves and did what they needed to do. It's like they needed to come onto this land with the 7 of Wands. They needed a place to be because that land got stolen. Right? Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles was shown to the Queen of Cups. Like, here, like, listen. Let us be on your land. We will give you. Let us be on this land. We will give you all of this gold. We will give you all of this gold. Just let us be on this land. And because they had to find a way. They needed a home, right? Let us be on this land so we have a place to be. I'll give you all this gold. And they had a ton of gold. Jewelry, Virgos, rings, necklaces, crowns. You name it. They had it, you name it. They made sure that when they left with all of that gold. They took what they can. They stole what they can. But the ones that are the King of Pentacles, oh, he had it up. He had the most gold. The most gold. The King of Swords didn't have nothing. He was a hater. The King of Wands was just so mad. He was in reverse and he's just pissed off. Why does the King of Pentacles have everything and the King of Wands don't? Yo, you gotta ask yourself, like, why do you guys got so many enemies out here sometimes? And I think these people did a lot of bad things to you guys. Honest to God. Like, I think they did a lot of bad shit to you guys. Like, oh my God. I'm just like Even I'm paranoid. I'm just like, who are they? So you guys like fought for the land. You're like, listen, queen, you beautiful queen, you queen of cups. I can't stop touching my nose. Okay. Like, you're like, we're fighting for this land. You want this land. I'll give you all this gold just for me to have it. And the Queen of Cups is like, okay, fine. We want peace. We just want peace. We wear a loving land. We just want peace. And with all the pain, they know they saw how everything was so alienated and so messed up and so hurt, and you guys are crying and so going through so much sorrow. But because of this Queen of Cups, another queen, another goddess brought great happiness, freedom. The energy of the sun appeared, which was able to, they said, bestow. I don't really know what that word means, but I'm gonna go with it. And then I'm going to say, bestow the light upon you. Where you guys were able to find the freedom that you guys needed. The unicorn came in for you, the white picket fence, the white horses came through. Everybody had exactly what they needed, all because this Queen of Cups took the money, took the gold as payment, so that way they can sit, and that's where they found their freedom. Sun card. Beautiful. Very fast energy, but I mean, you guys have been here so many times before. So many times before. And I believe that a lot of the enemies that hurt and harm you are the ones that would have been like from a different land who came in and wanted to like take what was rightfully yours. There you go, Virgos. The evil people who captivated you, who fucking hung you, right? Who sorted you, the ones that tried to take your land, to steal your land, to steal what was rightfully yours, to steal your gold, to steal your divination. Yes, those are the enemies, Virgos, and they know that. So you have to fight you have to fight the good battle, because that's where your soul comes from. Evil does not win. Because everyone's going to be looking back at any country in this day and age, and be like, remember when that country came in and they stole our land? And that's exactly how people are going to stay remembered. Thanks, cuties. Bye.